Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over what you'd require to get a smart home system started or implemented throughout your home, whether that's one room or a multi-room system. Starting at the entrance of your home, a lot of people are putting intercoms in for their safety, so obviously they can see who is at the door. We can also integrate the latch so you can actually open the door via the intercom, so whether that's your mobile app, it also links into the touch panels, so that can be integrated as part of the smart home systems we do. So firstly, we'd like to remind you, if you aren't aware, we do offer a full design and consultancy service from one room throughout the whole home. We also do full drawings with schedules for whatever designs you may choose, as obviously we do the lighting control, naturally with the audio visual, the CCTV, and as mentioned in, previously, the intercoms, as obviously this all integrates and would need to be wired in. Following on a bit more from our design and consultancy service that we offer, for those of you that don't know, we basically would have an appointment with yourselves, so whether that's one room or multi-room, you would come in, or we visit site as well if that's what you'd prefer, and then we would go through what you may like, whether you've got a rough idea or even if you don't have an idea and would like some suggestions, we can offer that. And then basically we would tend to end up having a few meetings of just to basically iron out whether you want music in one room or two rooms or throughout the whole home, whatever it may be, whether you want a cinema room, whether you want surround sound in one room or two rooms, or just a TV with a sound bar, for example, aircon, underfloor heating, all controlled via the smart home. Basically, it's just to go through fully what you would like integrated as part of your smart home system, just to make your life easier. One thing we do also say is that, because some people worry about, oh, what happens if something doesn't work, or the electrics, etc. There is manual overrides. Obviously aircon, you will have a manual remote, just an example. A TV, if you do have an all-in-one remote that we program for you, you will still have the separate remotes that will work. We just always recommend putting them away for ease by just using the one remote. The other nice thing, obviously, as part of smart home, is that the system is not visible per se, but it's just easy to use. Now that we've gone through the drawing phase with yourselves and we've gone through the design and all that kind of thing, we would then move on to the first fix phase of the system. Again, whether it's one room, multi-room. Another thing we should mention, you don't necessarily have to be doing a renovation. We can retrofit systems or help integrate them throughout a home that has been refurbished. Yes, it is a little bit more difficult, but again, it's not a problem. We can do this. Things with like our electric blinds, all that kind of thing, they can all be retrofitted, just as a reminder. So on to what we would then next do is go on to, as mentioned, first fix phase, whether we can work with your builder's electricians if you have them already, as obviously we would do a diagram for yourselves. We would then recommend to you what cabling to use for the touch panels, the speakers, the blinds. That would then be the next phase of the system. So once first fix is done and you're in a position where it's ready for second fix, we can then come along and do the terminations for the plugs and things like that. So for those of you who have been following us, or if you've just started, there is another client's video that you can see with the terminations where we've shown for the home for things like the internet and obviously other things as part of the smart home system, like the touch panels, that kind of thing, as that home is also future-proof. So we would also recommend, sort of just going back a little bit, we would also recommend additional cables to put in as well, just so that if you did want to add additional things later on as part of your home, as things progress, that can be done. And it's nice to be able to do it as part of your first fix phase whilst you're sort of renovating and things like that. And then after second fix, that's when your back box and things like that are in, once you've obviously plastered in that. You would then put the touch panels, which would then kind of be final fix, but that kind of thing we wouldn't recommend putting in until the house is completely dust free, just because it can void warranties. It's also just not good for products to be put in whilst the house has still got dust, building works and that kind of thing, but that would be final fix. So just as a recap, it would be first fix, which would be the cabling, second fix would be terminations, that kind of thing, and then final fix we would go through and put in the touch panels, TVs, projectors, blinds. Those would be the final part of the process. We hope this video has helped you understand a little bit more about smart home and what we offer as a company. Obviously, if there is anything you feel you'd like to know more about, drop us a line in the comments or even drop us a line by email and we can get back to you. We do obviously give you the ability, if you did only want one aspect of these things, so whether it's just the lighting or whether it's just a cinema room or surround sound, we can also do that. We don't have to do a whole system, just as a reminder for yourself, so you don't have to think, oh, we'll only do systems if they are a whole thing. No, we can do one aspect of each if that's all you want. We hope this has proved helpful and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching.